Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, gods should broaden their horizons in the world below. Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley. Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope. Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
Wah, masuk lagi.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
Oke. Event dulu ya. Story-nya nggak paham. Oke, welcome to Klepon Kliwon kanal ya. Udah langsung selesai event dulu deh. Ini apa ya? Hello. Ini apa ya? Oh, yang gampang tuh. Right.
This is just a simulation, but be on your guard.
Lupa lagi. Oh iya. Aduh. Apa ini? Ada slide gitu kan? Udah apa coy? What the fuck? Ini gimana coy? Oh iya, Pak. Cuma reset doang.
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
Here comes the toughest mecha. Time to go all out.
Aduh.
You got this, partner.
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
Iya. Udah. Selesai juga ya. Wow.
Wonder how Beto, Navia, and Inef is good.
Excuse me. According to the expo announcement, you are in charge of. Just now, as Aino was about to return to the workshop, she got dragged into a conversation. My database does not have relevant information on how to.
Unofficial ties, huh?
Come with me.
Come with me. Oh.
A device that uses Numa and Ducia energies in battle. With that kind of tech, a bandit group could rob a caravan.
And what about this thing? Remote guidance? Precision bombing at long...
The Fontaine Research Institute made the right call going through the Spina di Rosu.
The same is true for the Ministry of Civil Affairs, I'm sure. A merc captain who spends most of her time at sea is far less conspicuous.
Huh?
What about this girl? She seems to be trading in
The Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop does take on a lot of orders for danger.
I'm overthinking it.
I think so.
Elon? Chevrolet? Where do you...
Traveler. Paimon.
Although this location is indeed rather secluded, Aino has equipped me with a special sensor module. With it, I was able to detect that you had pulled her aside for questioning.
Yeah.
The rumors are true then. She's quite the little...
Can you tell me what this is about?
Apologies, but it's a matter of utmost importance, so I had to be sure.
Traveler, could you help us clear up this misunderstanding?
Understood.
Bingung gitu dia, Cok.
Based on our conversation just now, I'm guessing neither of us is the target the other...
I second that. And since our strategies were so similar...
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't planning on dragging you into all this. But I trust you, Traveler. And Miss Chevra seems to do the same. With you here, I'm hoping we can avoid...
Agreed.
Interaksi menarik sekali. Halo, halo.
Miss Chevras and I seem to be here in Nodcry to reel in the same fish.
That's right. And the product we brought to trade is the bait. Of course, if I worked in the booth, it might tip people off. So that's where Navia comes in.
So, does that mean you're...
Yes, there's a good chance it's...
What about Nefer's golden rule?
What? No. I've done some digging into the head of the curatorium.
Well...
I wouldn't be surprised if she got the Traveler involved. If the Traveler has someone to answer to, then we should go.
Berasa.
Let's fly.
I know, duduk sini dia. Wait.
If you want to drum up some business, all you gotta do is... Also, you have to come this way to get to the second floor, which... Not bad, huh? Thanks to the spot I saved you, you guys will be drowning in... Your point being...
Cross-referencing Yehoda's current facial expression against database.
You bet I do. At least Robo-Girl gets... Okay.
Generating proposal. Complete. Yehoda, the next time you visit the workshop, I will reserve the seat closest to the hall.
Huh?
This seat provides priority access to any dessert items delivered from... By reserving this premium spot for you, I can guarantee you a most...
Is this your... Are you kidding me? That spot's usually reserved for me. I'd never let you take it if I didn't have my dessert budget to... What's going on? Yehoda looks upset. All right, I'll level with you. Since I saved you... Technical? This year's expo is way bigger than ever before. I know, surely you have some kind of contraption that can,
Jelek banget. Dia
scare
bukan
everyone at the
Doraemon, Kak.
expo into compliance, or... if things escalated that far, shouldn't you just report? Well, yes, technically speaking. But if, for example, it was somehow kind of... remember those 3 kids? Well, that punk who was harassing them wasn't just some random
Ini
nobody.
contoh
He was just the one that got
buzzer
picked to stir things
di
up.
Genshin Impact.
There's a
ya,
whole
ya.
bunch of people here
dalam
who aren't
gamenya
happy
aja.
with the booth situation. Now, obviously, they don't have the guts to pick a fight with the Voynich Guild directly, but apparently, they at least have the guts to harass 3 kids outside the con. The problem is, I'm not really supposed to get involved with anything. Not that I regret what I did, but jeez, Yehoda, you sure know how
Yeah.
to make life harder for... Okay, yeah.
Si overthinker dia.
Smart about this. Fine. Just this once, I guess I can lend you the clink clank.
Agreed. This option meets Yehoda's requirement for an expo...
The clink clank crisis controls this little guy right here. I made it recently after getting myself into a release to activate the switch. You just need to give him 3 taps on the head. If you do that, there's pretty much nothing in Notcry that you won't be able to handle. Really? So what actually happens when you activate it? You'll find out if it comes to it. But I'm only letting you use it once, so you better save it for when you really need it. Okay, cool. I'll take your word for it.
Wait. Ya, ada nih.
The match is about to begin. Please, get ready.
Uh. Push. Ya. Itu atas kena itu anjir. Ya lewat dia, Cok. Goblok banget. Gimana itu? What the fuck? Logo juga ini.
Traveler's defenses have been breached. I am quite good at this.
Aja curang tuh. Aduh, kok lewat dia?
Ha, ha. As long as I do not attack, I cannot be defeated.
Ya Allah tuh, satu tuh dia. Apa dah ini? Oh, tebel banget.
Traveler victory imminent. Greatly increasing value of malice parameter.
Waduh. Mati, oke. Bisa selesai kan? Masih satu lagi ya? Masih satu lagi, Cok. Ini sih masalah udah selesai, Cok.
The final round begins.
Wah, apa
Time
ini?
to go all out.
Apa ini, Cok? Seperti kayak gini, Cok. Astaga. Oke.
Activating analysis module. Learning the traveler's operational logic. If successful, this will increase our efficiency by at least 179%.
Oh. How unit. Oke deh.
The assault will continue. Please remain vigilant.
Oh iya.
Calculating efficiency of commands. 3 times higher than standard.
Oh iya lagi, Cok. Oh, celibung dia, Cok.
traveler's defenses have been breached. I am quite sure of it.
Aduh.
This will be my final attack. Ha, ha, ha. Oke. Oh, ini pakai apa ini? Iya. Nah, si biasa. Kayak dulunya aja.
Ini apa ini? Oh iya. Pakai lagu seru. Susah ya.
Locked and loaded. Waiting on your signal. Goose on the loose. Fearless. Into the void. My power.
Embrace the ice! Yeah. Time to shine!
Yoo-hoo! A dash of frosting. A burst of sleep. Another star goes out. Fire support ready. Select the target. Switch to ground attack shells to increase firepower. Nice! Good shooting!
Wah, ini
Pinnacle of excellence!
Mine to wield.
Kami-santo art! Sumetsu!
waduh.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
A little amuse-bouche! A burst of sleep!
Fearless! Paradigm shift!
Careful! Hold fire support ready! Select a target!
Pantas lagi ini kenapa pun apa gue ya? Nggak ngerti gitu.
Here comes the mother load! Nice guiding! Well done! Pinnacle of excellence! Sakura swirl!
Wah. Bagus lagunya ya. Aku eventnya. Oh, Neva, kok pakai ini sih? Kurang belum pakai ini kok. Harus pakai Neva. Bisa apa ya? Ini ya. Oh, dia bisa naik pilot sih. Pakai ya.
Locked and loaded. Waiting on your signal.
Rebuild!
Branch into song for the everlasting forest.
All eyes on me! The Temple of Wisdom!
Lush as the moonlight.
Wah, lama banget ini.
Hold the line! Commit to memory!
Fire support ready. Select a target. Careful. Hold out till fire support arrives. Here comes the mother road. Nice guiding. Well done.
Grow! Share my knowledge!
Aduh,
Lush as the moonlight. With one heart, we pray.
This place hurt a little. Grow!
For the everlasting forest.
Here!
kayak ini ya. Remis aja.
Careful. Hold out till fire support arrives.
Grow!
Branch into song. With one heart, we pray.
Commit to memory!
Positions. Fire support ready. Select the target.
Oh, bisa semuanya. Ya semua ya, Bang. Oh, ini yang combat. Tuh, iya, pas banget. Udah selesai ya. Apa ya? Oh, apa ini? Oh, lucu juga nih. Oh iya, iya. Kita gitu. Mana gue tracing pas.
You here?
Neper.
Turns out, we actually do need your help with something.
Aduh, ini kenapa ya?
Ah, Miss Yelan from Liyue, and Miss Chevreuse from Fontaine.
So you knew we were coming all along?
Anticipating your arrival is one thing. Getting you to come talk to me is another. And that's why you put the Traveler in charge of participant coordination. You knew we trusted him enough to tell him the truth, and you also knew that, out of respect for your arrangement, the first thing he would do is bring us here. How else could I have gotten us all to the Forgive me for not cluing you in, Traveler. I had a feeling things could get complicated, so caution was vital. Rest assured, you will still be Yes. Might as well get it out in the open, ladies. You two were going to exchange intel sooner or later, correct? No better time than the present. Recently, the bandits at our border have become more aggressive. We don't know how, but they seem to have gotten their hands on some kind of weapon, which has made them a lot more dangerous. The caravan transports have been helpless against their attacks.
Konvoy kafilah.
Recently, the bandits at our border have become more aggressive. We don't know how, but they seem to have gotten their hands on some kind of weapon, which has made them a lot more dangerous.
Oh iya, ini artinya ini gua. Aja kalah dia.
We're facing a similar situation in Fontaine. Conflicts between gangs have been escalating, with civilians getting caught in the crossfire. Our investigation indicates that someone has been supplying the gangs with some unusually powerful weaponry.
In which case, I think we can confirm that we're facing...
Yes, and their cover has been ironclad. There hasn't been so much as a trace leading back to them.
Let me guess. Someone leaked where the weapons are coming from.
Exactly.
I see. Well, weapons tend to be a hot commodity in a market with no restrictions. Say that the person you're searching for is in attendance. Does that mean you're prepared to ruin the expo to nab...
I won't lie to you. Catching this person is my top...
How about this? In the spirit of being a good host, you give us a bit of leeway to do what's necessary. All deals made at the expo are protected, including those that would be illegal elsewhere. The Voynich Guild gets a cut from both the seller and the buyer, so we have a duty to uphold that principle. I can't just let a customer get scooped up by the authorities while everyone watches. You said this was a negotiation, but you don't seem prepared to compromise.
Let's think about this.
Only deals made through the expo are protected, correct?
Oh. Theoretically speaking, were any deals to take place outside of the expo's scope? Good. Then we can promise that the rules will be followed. I want insurance, then. To hold you to your word, the Traveler must be part of all operations.
We have a deal.
Then you have my thanks in advance.
Looks like negotiations are a success.
It's the best outcome I could have asked for. I appreciate the help. In that case, do me one more favor, would you?
Okay na. Masih dyan eh. Nagpaw niya. Hey!
When this is all over, I want to hear the real... Looks like we'll be working together quite closely.
This whole negotiation really feels like something out of a light novel.
Sige ano. Ke... Ciwi-ciwi spa eh. Pagkakan kuwatan rin mo sih. Kita apa ya? Sampai harus pagi.
Well, it's been 2 days.
Pengepukan perlu
Wonder
udah
how the investigation's going. Let's go check in with Yelan and Chevres.
When you lose your way,
Gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
Let's fly.
Ay, sabi Chucks. Hindi ko.
Watch out, do you hope?
Just keeping an eye on things. Looking out for any problems that might need me to step in. Hey, you three. What are you?
Accessing booth operation logs. Analyzing. Neb left to try and buy a new blueprint. Ati soon followed to try and stop him.
I keep telling you, we don't have that much more to
I just wanted to have a.
Guys, seriously,
Ay,
stop
jangan ba?
fighting!
Stop fighting! Jangan ba to?
Here's the thing. I know you like building stuff, but these designs aren't for toys like the kind you're used to. They're for weapons, which are very complicated to build and extremely dangerous.
That's a load of baloney, dumpster diver.
Baloney.
My designs are toys too, actually.
Wah.
Huh? You build a machine that can blast
Wah,
monsters?
jangan gitu, Sa.
At the end of the day, is there really that much difference between weapons and toys anyway?
Not where Knuckle Duckle's concerned.
Mau ngapain nih?
That's
Cari
That's
perkokok
not
kah?
the point. Anyway, you there with the brown hair.
Yeah! I want to make some thwack and smack defense bots too.
I get it. Your head's so full of ideas you want to bring to life that you can hardly sleep at night.
Exactly!
Well, you must have blueprints for the toy.
Really? Thank you so much.
It's Boss. Boss of the Clink Clank.
Anjing.
Thank you
Ay.
so much, boss of the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop.
Wih, kayak gitu.
Huh. That was very thoughtful. Who are you and what have you done with Aino?
What's that supposed to mean? I'm a boss, aren't I? A lot of people depend on me. Looking out for them is a big... Did that really just happen? For a moment there, I know stopped being a little kid and acted like a full-on grown-up. A grown-up who's shorter than the kid she was looking out for, but still.
Previous records indicate that Aino has a 94% chance of adopting such behaviors when encountering a child in a similar situation.
Ih. Nice. Untung apapun itu. Ih.
Ah, Traveler. Paimon.
That's our secondary goal. To put it in Mr. Flintz's words, It's important for Lightkeepers to spend some time.
That sounds like something he'd... Are you interested in these muskets? Since we're friends,
Oh, I'm well aware. The sign makes that quite clear. I'm interested in this particular piece because it brings to mind a picture I once saw. It featured several Ratniki and a Fatui officer who fought alongside them.
Oh.
The weapon that the latter used was identical to this one.
the Fatui teamed up with the...
That's not unusual. I've heard similar stories from our older members. The owner of this musket must have been a hero who stood against the wild hunters.
Yeah.
But why would you sell a hero's firearm?
That's just how the rules work on our end.
Suka.
Everyone agreed to it, whether it's a no-name sergeant like me or a renowned hero. Our equipment is to be collected and redistributed once we're dust on the wind. The stuff that's usable is given to new recruits. And the scrap is sold for whatever price it can still fetch. That way, we can at least put it towards feeding the grunts, you know? Better than following them to the grave.
Huh. I think I'm going to buy this musket, Mr. Flint. Could you tell me a few more stories about it when you get the chance?
Of course.
Purpose. Wistawa. Lagi eh. Kaya.
Try and stop me!
Okay.
Wow!
Wow!
Can this launch blaster thing really shoot stuff from that far away?
It does launch and blast things, but it's actually called a ballista. And yes, it can.
But how does it stay on target?
It uses a remote guidance system. But I'll let you in on a little secret. The upgraded version doesn't even need that.
Can I give it a try?
Oh, not a chance, kid. Can't have you hurting yourself. Believe me, this thing is even more powerful than it looks. Ask me again once you're older.
Hey, Beto! What you up to?
The Chachu.
Oh, it's you two. I was just introducing our product to these discerning young couples.
Paimon thought you were here for some...
What? No, of course not. The kid...
I'm sorry. Are these three preventing you from...
Oh, do we have to?
Oh, don't sweat it. They were just curious. I'm happy to tell them more about it.
No, we've taken up enough of your time already.
Okay. It was
Kasihan.
no bother, I swear. In fact,
Meron bang
once the
bawal?
expo is
Bawal.
over,
It's
come
dead.
find me
Jump
on my
sa
ship.
kasabog. Wow.
I'll let you see the ballista in action. How does that sound?
Buboy niya jam 7 di pas ini. Bago ito yan, jam buboy niya aneh-aneh. Dapat kemarin sih dari sa buboy jam 1 sampai jam 5 aku bangun tuh.
How much would it cost?
Nanyaga. What the fuck? Rusak mulu soalnya. Yalah. Baru bangun. Tapi biayanya...
Not a single more.
Wah.
Really?
Not a single
Your
one.
vessel. It's a battleship, isn't it? Are you sure you should be bringing children on board?
Yakin lu gitu. Baru bangun, oh ya jam 8 sampai jam... Ya itu 4 jam sih.
Why not?
Sengaja.
Whenever we're
Tiga
docked back in
bubut
Liyue
kita
to
lagi.
pick up supplies, I always let the kids around the harbor come aboard to play, and boy, do they love it. If a kid from Liyue can do it, why not a kid from Sumeru? A battleship may as well be a giant playground to them.
Is that so? I've heard that people in Liyue also turn gunpowder into explosive firecrackers and give them to children as toys. Perhaps only the kids back in your home country are lucky enough to look at a giant battleship. And
If you're worried about safety,
no, I suppose I'm just envious.
Seems like he really cares about those kids, huh?
Oh, just wanted to ask how it's going with the top secret,
Fishing.
Did you reel in the catch of the day yet?
They're circling the hook just fine.
Yeah.
Just waiting for a bite.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Shh.
Well, that just proves my point. Something like this would only see more use in Fontaine.
Ah, except you never find something like this for sale there. Better jump on the chance now before it's too late.
Excuse me?
He's coming this way!
Anjir. Lucu banget. Ini angle pas lagi selfie aja. Bang izin mau aja. Iya. Bobo yang ini, bobo yang bener. Ya, tumbuh tinggi ya enggak. Iya. Dia tumbuh tinggi.
Steady now.
Aman. Makasih deh vampir. Wah, tucap. Lompat ya. Mana sempet bang. Keburu
That's
habis.
mighty expensive.
Apaan yang sempet?
Well, no one's forcing you to buy it. If you're not interested, you're free to move along.
What the fuck?
What? Come on. There's no rule saying we can't haggle.
The Voynich Guild gets a cut of whatever I sell. Obviously, that's factored into the price. Don't like it? Take it up with them.
Listen, I can tell this is something special. If you're willing to go a bit lower, I'm prepared to cut a huge deal.
I know it's something special, so I plan on getting paid what it's worth.
Perhaps there's a way
Jalan
we
tengah.
can both get what we want.
Eventnya keburu kok. Story paling udah kelar eventnya. Tinggal main story
What
top.
are you implying?
Mau apa aja.
Well, Nordcry is a big place. Surely this expo isn't the only place we can cut a deal.
Ini kalau tidak. Oh biasalah. Alur event tuh kayak alur cerpen aja. Lu ada apa sih namanya? konflik terus klimaks terus anti klimaks. Resolusi ya. Oh.
What would you say to working this out someplace else?
What the
Somewhere
fuck?
the guild can't get a cut?
Sini. Aku kan kasih tahu tempat yang paling aman tentang dosa.
That means no guild protection either. What will I do if you run off without paying?
Considering the giant sword you've got handy, if anyone's getting robbed, it'd be me, don't you think?
What the fuck?
Point is,
What
we're both going out on a limb here. But the reward's worth the risk.
Fine. Name a place. As a registered participant, though, I'm too close to the guild. If we don't want them catching on, I'll need to send a proxy.
Smart thinking.
Di sini aja.
Let's meet here then.
Datang semua.
He took the bait. Let's go elsewhere to discuss our next move.
Baru mulai. Datang semua. Maaf itu. Instruksikan langkah berikutnya. Oh, kapal coy. Dia bisa telepon sih ya kayaknya. Karena kejauhan kan.
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh? Oh, I didn't get a chance to show off how convincing I can be.
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia. In real life, persuasion takes a lot more than dice
Persuasion.
roll.
Mafia banget ya.
I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities
Persuasion
were
banget
limited
ya.
to that area. Turns out, we're dealing with an international crime ring. So I suppose it makes sense that Captain Beto's bait was more enticing. It's a good thing we teamed up.
Untung eh.
We wouldn't have gotten far without your intel either. Gotta ask though, how did you know these guys would be so quick to abandon the expo?
I read their file. Nothing's off the table for them when profit's on the line. When it comes down to it, they'd see the protection the expo provides as just more red tape. Something to work around rather than with. Just like the law.
Emang gak ternyata kayaknya.
So, we meet up with this guy, catch him, and problem solved, right?
Itu aneh banget, Cok. Tangkap masalah selesai. Emang semudah itu, Cok.
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole ring. And after observing the situation over the past 2 days, it's clear they have undercover agents waiting in the wings. If something happens to our point of contact, those agents will scatter to spread word of what happened. And whoever is behind this whole thing will
Itu mulai
never
jam
honor
11
them.
lebih ya. Ini kok mulai jam 12 baru agak terlambat dikit.
We have to get the jump on them all at once, and use them to get
Sir.
intel on our real target before he has a chance to react.
Jam itu the play.
Forgive me for pointing out the obvious, though. We have nowhere near enough personnel for that. If even one of the agents escapes, it's over.
Let me guess. You'd rather follow this deal through to the end to lure out the real culprit? The problem is, in my experience, that person would never show their face for something like that.
I can work around that. But only as long as the deal goes ahead.
So, you're planning to trail the person picking up the goods. I suppose that could lead us to the big fish, but that would mean we have to actually hand over the weapon. Aren't you worried about putting something that dangerous in the hands of—
We can control how dangerous it is. But if we followed your plan, could we really guarantee that not a single agent would get away?
Debatku sih
You're telling me you really have a way to mitigate—
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out a large-scale search and seizure operation and—
Are they having a fight?
They're both experts in this sort of thing. A lot of back and forth is to be expected.
Don't worry. I think they're getting along great.
A successful collaboration requires trust. And a willingness to make So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible. While I'm keeping him busy, you round up the rest of the agents. Sound like a plan?
Gua bolong Genshinnya lama banget tuh, kayak 3 tahun bolong tuh. Ini baru kayak B aja ini. Karena gua nyantol bagi Genshin lama, jadi interaksi satu karakter ke karakter lain ke karakter lain ke karakter lain tuh asik sih.
Yes, I appreciate the trust. And I promise you.
See? Like 2 peas in a pod.
Traveler, you should come with me to meet the buyer. After all, we promised Nefer you would be involved in all our operations.
The Traveler is kind of a famous face around these parts.
Then you can serve as backup. Remain hidden, and on the off chance he tries anything.
Ha! Let's do this thing!
Let's do this thing. Oke. Tidur ya. Jadi Yoxiang. Bunyaw. Flagship. Oh, keren sih. Biasa sih. Oh, sesuai itu. Nah, kita.
Take me up.
Terus dari Speaking.
There he is.
Bisik lu anjir. Apa-apa lu.
Oh, you really can't go.
Best I can do is shave off the amount the guild was going to take.
You're a tough nut to crack.
Depends on what you need. You don't look like you're from around these parts. So I'm guessing you need sea transport?
Yes, but there are a lot of eyes on the port. It would be better to dismantle the product and transport the components and crates.
That might be tricky. If you're worried about getting caught, then let's bypass the port entirely. We can launch from a secluded shoreline and use our own boat for transport.
Sorry. But I'd still prefer to have it dismantled and stored.
Ah, I'm guessing the port of arrival is where you resell the goods? You want it hidden in unassuming cargo crates, because you operate right out in the open. Most of the weapons have come in through Yilong Wharf or Lumiduce Harbor, so that seems to check out.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Just connecting some dots. I think we're done here.
Lu. What the fuck? Ya, diketukin lagi.
Take that.
Yo. Pakai.
Out of the way!
It's one of the undercover agents.
The captain of the special patrol will take it from here.
One just popped up. Looks like the one on the surface has been subdued. There are children around. I have to avoid bloodshed. Trying to escape? Allow me to show you the way!
Yeah. Komis.
Nope, not this way.
Ayo. Oh, pas ada ininya ya. Yang kecil. Pas yang kecil. Kalau enggak dia lewat.
Had enough? Then turn around.
Tiba-tiba ada objek itu ya.
Out of steam yet? Cause I can do this all day.
Bro, apakah kamu Kapten Amerika? I can do this all day. Oh. Ketipan ya.
Is still attached. And if you want to keep it that way, I suggest...
A special patrol uniform. You think bringing me in is enough? Do you even know how many of us there are?
5 at the port, 10 on the outskirts of Nasha Town, 3 near the plaza. Factoring in you and the buyer, that makes 20. Save the best for last, right?
How did you...
Don't even think about it.
Halo. Bodyguard baru na you. Ini orang di pikiran nontonin drama kah?
Well done, everyone. We appreciate the assist. The boss sends her thanks.
Halo. Pakai ini dia. Sini.
It was an honor. Without the Spina's help back in the day, we never would have been able to make it in Nodcry. It was about time we returned the favor.
What? I needed to make you seem intimidating to get these local gangs on our side. We've been over this.
Yeah, I know. But hearing you call me boss will never not be hilarious.
Wow! Navia is something else.
Well, that explains your confidence. I had no idea the Spina di Rosula could mobilize these kinds of numbers outside of Fontaine. This Navia has quite a few tricks up her sleeve.
No trade expo rules were broken either. Even if Nefer saw it all unfold herself, we still wouldn't need to explain a thing.
Except for the guild's broken signboard, I would imagine.
It was an unavoidable sacrifice.
At any rate, I suppose the next step is to get these birds to sing. Should be an easy job. The Maison Gardiennage has a reputation for highly effective interrogation.
And if that doesn't work, I've heard that spies from Liyue have their ways of making people talk as well.
Yes, that means the operation was a success, right?
So far. Once we get someone to reveal who the mastermind behind all this is, that's when the real work begins.
I'm sure that person is in hiding somewhere far removed from the expo. But as far as our deal with the curatorium goes, I think that's a wrap.
Shouldn't we update Nefer then?
First, we need to figure out what we can learn from these agents. We'll be in touch once we have the information.
Orang duduk manis doang, enak.
Well, that went a lot smoother than expected. You're thinking about Nefer's final request, huh? Let's see. If you feel like it's missing something, maybe Yelan and Chevres will uncover something more interesting during their interrogation.
Excuse me? Are you the traveler? Yehuda needs you back at the expo venue as soon as possible.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, I don't know the detail.
Now let's get a move on!
Let's get a move on. Ternyata ini selesai, Cok.
Take me up!
Jaga lepak juga tuh.
Either I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of a terrifying merc captain. Oh, could this get any worse?
Ya Allah, chat gua hilang, Cok. Tunggu deh. Wifi ya kayaknya. Aku lupa kok. Pantes nih. Gua matiin. Gue punya wifi kayak gini, Cok. Okay, nice one. Finish it.
Get it together, Yehuda.
Let's try not to get too worked up, all right?
Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this. What happened? You're here. Please, you've got to help. That? You're asking me. The guild has people keeping watch over the storage area for this exact reason. Beidou? Wait, that
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few prototypes that I was using for demonstration, which I had stored there. But when I came to check on things just now,
And each ballista is super dangerous! If they fall into the...
Well, all the prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use, so it could be worse. Still, we should get them back as soon.
The guild will make sure of that. If you could just keep this between us for now. Do we have to tell her?
Apa?
Honesty is the best policy.
I know, it's just...
Ayo. Ayo. Ngapain kalian?
Miss Yehuda.
What are you three doing?
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Neb's been obsessed with the ballistas ever since we got here. It seemed like he was interested in them too, because he even told ever since this morning, we haven't been able to reach him.
And?
I don't think Uncle Ashvapati would do...
Ashvapati works for the guild. He has access to the storage warehouse. Wait, so now it's an inside job?
He made those toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like much on the outside, but I bet they're hiding some serious tech. If he's a tech guy, those fail-safes I mentioned might not have our backs after all.
So, this just went...
Could be. I mean, let's put it this way. There aren't a whole lot of people that could manage to stay off Yelan's radar. Why don't you take these kids to the curatorium and see what you can learn? I've got things covered here.
Oh.
Got it! Hold up. We can't hold these kids responsible.
No, of course not, but...
You want to look out for these kids, don't you?
I promised I would. Besides, they're innocent.
Good, because I'm looking out for them too. That's why I want to find their uncle as soon as possible.
I guess we're on the same...
Take these kids to the curatorium. I'll update Yelan and tell her to meet you there.
Will do!
Wow. 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 Buset dah. Oh. Aku sepertinya mengenal kamu.
So what's the...
This person's been glaring daggers at me from behind since she arrived.
Pretty order.
Hey you! I'm a member of...
What a coincidence. So...
Wait, I first encountered the humor and intelligence of trendy Zaytun Peach in the New Tide anthology. Then I heard the legend of intrepid Valberry while I was in the Fortress of Meripede. The more I heard about your order, the more it drew me in. So when I heard that the Nodcry Trade Expo was being held again...
It's those idiots.
So what I'm getting...
Our orders won the expo rights several years in a row. So we announced that we were backing out of the running. A few of the other groups were looking to duke it out. So imagine their anger when someone claiming to be one of ours...
Well, no one's made any trouble for me. Wait, does that mean you've taken them all out already? Man, I knew it! The fruity order's as good as they say. Can I join?
We can't make trouble at the expo. Voynich Guild rules. Once it's all over...
I see.
Does he not realize what's going on here?
Also, considering our smooth collaborations thus far, this guy has only been able to keep his head in his booth. Because the Fruity Order took care of any rival faction. But if there's one thing the treasure hoarders have in spades, it's sore losers. Since our order has proven untouchable so far, so look after those kids.
Huh. So this guy has been responsible.
Oh, kena tapi enggak ini. Lah ini. Lah ini. Hello.
What do you think?
Leibang.
Not bad. Tastes just like back in Monster.
Varka? You're here for the expo too?
Oh, hey, traveler, Paimon. I was only planning to take a look around. Wasn't expecting this out in this part of the world. Even a homegrown Mondstadt apple is a rare treat.
Yes. And on that note, I should advise you that the prices are quite different from what you'll be...
Not a problem. It's a price worth paying for a taste of home. I'll take the whole batch.
The whole batch? Huh. Looks like you've already made your money back, huh, Liebman? Oh, and Varga, since you're looking for a taste of home, have you tried the Mondstadt wine next door?
Yeah, I've tried it. It's pretty good. But not Mondstadt wine good. Besides, I wouldn't be able to buy any even if it was. We can't have the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius going around supporting smugglers, can we?
Oh, it's true.
Don't worry, I know it's Nefer's rules here. Not out to make life difficult for... If you find yourself at a loose end, come visit our base sometime. I'm gonna get the Knights to make some cider out of these apples.
You're as generous as they say, Grandmaster.
Looks like you finally made some real profit.
Hey, don't make me sound so incompetent. Though I'll admit, I wasn't expecting to make my money back quite so quickly. Now I can start thinking seriously about my neck. I'm planning on heading to Snezhnegrad, actually. I hear they're running low on lots of supplies because of Project Stuja. That's a business opportunity if I've ever seen one. With any luck, maybe I'll have the pleasure of seeing you there.
Well, good luck out there. Hope you strike it rich.
Hope you strike it rich. Gipenya, di sini. Lah, ini langsung nih muncul sebelahnya.
I can't believe you came all this way to investigate me. Still.
I know. That's why I'll be taking this up with...
It's been a while. What brings you here this time? Are you representing the Dawn Winery? Or are you here as...
Take your pick. Even Owl would take issue with people smuggling the winery's products.
I understand. But please be assured that I would never pit the rules of the Voynich Guild against the interests of the... No faction exists in Nodcry that can impose their will on everyone else. The rules we have now are a result of the tug-of-war between them all. In any case, I only allowed this gentleman to sell his so-called Dawn Winery...
I see. So this isn't from our cellars at all. It's not even from Mondstadt.
You...
I'm guessing you learned a few of our winemaking techniques, then brewed your own liquor using local ingredients from Nodcry. Imitations like these are no threat to our business.
Oh, just you watch.
I'll grant that your wine is a perfectly palatable product. But the fact that you didn't dare to sell it without attaching our name to it speaks volumes. That alone tells me that I'll never need to worry about any serious
Leaving so soon? Can't I persuade you to come to the Curatorium of Secrets?
Hey there! It sounded like you were...
I'm afraid I'll have...
Bye. Voila.
That's a shame.
Next time you're back in Mondstadt, pay a visit to the Angel's Share. At least there, I can offer you a genuine Dawn Winery vid.
Gitu ceritanya, kamu. Baik banget nih. Nah, ini. Muncul lagi di double bobo combo. Halo kalian.
See, Lolly, I've been told that the merchants here are all protected by the organizers.
Do I have to do everything myself?
Oh, please! Granny Eatsley!
Chaska! Say, Lolly! What are you...
It's a long story. Basically, a few members of the Flower Feather clan brought word from Nodcry that someone was selling Wyob fragments at the pretty serious stuff. So I brought Seat Lolly here to get to the bottom of it, and hopefully keep things under control.
Oh. Okay, well, as it turns out, we've been tasked with mediating any disputes like this.
Are you intending to try and stop me? Look, I'm not trying to be difficult, but you don't need me to tell you that...
Ayo, bukan kayu. Buang-buangan.
This is just a shard of a Wyob pillar. And its power is long gone, so it no longer has any connection whatsoever to the Wyob. So, tell me, how much did they pay you to ship these out of Natlan?
About 800,000 more of.
What?
Oui.
Apparently, people outside of Natlan don't know all that much about our culture. Some people take one look at those pillars and start bragging that they found a Waya fragment. I didn't want to correct them, because that way I could drum up the price.
Ugh, forget it. Since you asked me so nicely, I'll let him stay here until the expo's over. No point making a mountain out of a molehill.
Nggak keluar tinju tuh. Nggak keluar tinju besi deh.
Oh, thank you,
Oh, don't start thinking you're off the hook. Once this is over, you're going straight to Biram to face the music.
Keluar tuh yang apa lagi? Wah, anjir, gua geser dikit langsung Aldi sama Nicole. Gua geser dikit Aldi sama Nicole aja.
Hey, it's Alice and Nicole!
Why, hello, traveler and Oh, quite the opposite. I'm her supplier. Nicole came up with a delightful new pricing method recently, which I've asked dear Dory to try out. We're here today to see how it's all going.
What sort of pricing method is that?
Curious? Well, allow me to explain. Instead of an amount of mora, you collect courage, kindness, or happiness from the buyer. The key is to make people realize they don't have to be rich. With an excellence of character, even the treasures of the Hexen Circle are within your reach. Kinda like a Seelie guiding intrepid adventurers through various tribulations until they claim their prize. Such fun, wouldn't you say?
Not for me. We didn't sell much Hexen Circle gear this time at all. At this point, I'll have to whip out some Samara's specialties just to break even. Wait! You're actually losing money, Dory?
You're saying our gifts didn't reach that many people?
I'm saying we made diddly squat. Hate to break it to you, Miss Mage, but you don't have much of a heck for...
It might not have made much, but this has been quite a fun little experiment. To make it up to you, all the revenue from our merchandise is yours to keep.
Oh, they don't call you a great mage for nothing, Miss Alice.
Wah, tetap good ending juga ini. Si jauh terus di sini. Ya. Terus mana deh? Oke. Oke. Atas. Tidak ada apa-apa. Udah never sini never lagi.
It's almost time for the Finally got time to relax.
Yeah, thanks to you.
Sorry, but I've got a problem over here.
Same here.
Someone made off with a batch of my goods using the goods first, pay later method. I thought the guild was the guarantor, but then I went to redeem my money and no dice.
The same thing happened to me.
Goods first, pay later? That convenience is for exhibitors only.
The buyer did have guild supplied certificate.
In that case, he's one of you.
The person I talked to was a tall, thin young man, but...
The one who bought from me was on the chubbier side.
Wait, so...
Miss Yehoda, we need help! Ati went into town a while back.
What? Why would he do that?
He wanted to use the mora we got from our exhibit to buy everyone a little something in...
Gods, this kid!
Yeah, he's our older brother, so he's in charge of all...
Oh, okay, let's not panic. What happened?
Remember those people who targeted Ati a while back? I'm worried they kidnapped him and are using his certification to scam goods off the other exhibitors.
Sorry.
Oh, should we rescue Ati first? But not Christ. Oh, come on, Yehoda, come on.
Looks like you're down to your last option, dumpster diver.
Oh, right. The clink clink Christ.
Clank clank crisis control switch awaiting orders. Awaiting order.
Oh!
Wajah.
Activating the switch gives you temporary control over all the robots in Notcry. If you want it, You could turn this whole place upside, but it won't last long. So think about what you want to do first.
Kayak itemnya banding Kaiser tuh apa plan C anjir.
In that case, let's get the stolen goods back first. All units, advance to rescue Ati. Miss.
Orders received.
Ya. Wah. Barang-barang piye?
Ati, you're all right.
Sorry.
If anyone should be apologizing, it's those awful people who...
They stole my expo certificate. Did that...
Let's just focus on inventory complete. All goods have been retrieved.
See? Told ya. With the Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch, there's no problem in Nodcry you can't handle. With so many bots around, we didn't have to choose between the rescue and getting the goods back. We were able to do both.
I know.
These kids call me boss, and as their boss, it's my job to protect them. No way I'm letting them get in trouble with the guild.
Thanks, boss.
Aino's a great person to have. To be honest, I could hug you right now. But I think I'll have that vacation for... Oh, right! I owe you a hot dog, don't I?
Pusing. Masih... Wih. Kelas tuh, kayak gelap tuh. Kita ini dulu masih sejam tuh masih mau kerjain story aja. Paling gampang kita main bebas menit aja. Enggak lah. Apa? Terus guys. Nah kan lu next gue.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Ah. Yeah.
Serius random match
Yeah.
itu.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Ada bulu di situ tapi.
Ya.
Saya juga ada, Cok. Interaktif match. Kaki siapa?
Got a job for me?
Sebuah gitu ya. Ya apa tuh? Oh.
Let's fly.
Cara selesai gimana? Oh iya. Kayaknya semua bentukan memasang.
Well, this complicates things. Here I was hoping the trouble would start and end with you two. But no matter. This will all make for a very engaging story.
I wouldn't be so flippant. This time, it's one of yours causing trouble. I'm starting to wonder if all those agents we captured were just a distraction. So the real...
It's all still up in the air right now. What can you three tell us about Ashvapati?
Uncle Ashvapati isn't our real uncle, but he is our guardian. He told us we all came from the same band of eremites in the desert. We've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember.
Their eyes. What about them? I'm just reminded of something. About a decade ago, there was a band of eremites who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological capabilities far surpassing those. Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the highest bidder. The conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result. While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly minted arms traders stood by and reaped the spoil. But before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed the desert, none of the weapons survived. And so, in the wake of that destruction, the status quo...
That's terrible.
It's terrible.
In the desert, it's kill or be killed. People will stop at nothing to gain the upper hand. If this happened in Fontaine or Liyue, I'm sure the perpetrators would have been prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But in the desert, no one bats an eye. From what they've told us, sounds like these kids are orphans from that particular band of eremites.
Which means their guardian is likely one of the few survivors as well.
Sounds like...
No! Uncle Ashvapati would... No matter what happened back then, I know one thing for sure. Sure, he's good at building things, but all he does is make toys.
I'm sorry. All we can do is act upon the fact.
So, what's our next move?
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days, the person behind all this has a meeting planned to collect the goods. If all goes well, we can head to the pickup point and ambush them. But if Ashvapati is part of this and the leader learns what happened, there's no chance he risks himself for his agents.
Then let's focus our efforts on Ashvapati for now. If we find him, if he stole the prototypes, there's bound to be a trail. I'm confident I can track him down.
What can I do to help?
I work best in the shadows. The more people involved, the harder it is to operate. As soon as I've got a location, though, he's all yours. You let me handle the search.
That does sound like the most feasible plan.
Seizure?
Hey! Don't worry too much right now. The most important thing is that we find your uncle.
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer.
Oh, selesai. Bagian dahulu. Selesai. Oh, dikit banget namanya. Sampai dapat raid mode game mode.
Rev the engines!
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
Suruh lagi pas sih suruh.
Light it up!
Rest and rebuild!
Ultimatum protocol. Knock him down.
Take me up! Open fire!
Hold the line!
Defensive mode engaged.
Pyroclastic surge! Try and stop me! Burn it down!
Hold on to your hats.
Allow me!
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Let's run! Locked on! Locked on! Open fire!
Rest and rebuild!
Defensive mode engaged. Annihilation mode.
Open fire!
Cek satu, cek satu, cek satu, cek satu. Ih, bagus nih. Cek satu, oke. Yang ketiga bagus siapa?
Allow me!
Light up the blazing sun! Incinerate!
Rest and rebuild!
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Knock him down.
Bullseye! Bullseye! Open fire!
Allow me!
Installation chamber deployed.
Ultimatum protocol.
Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate! Full throttle!
Rest and rebuild!
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Fire in the hole! Bullseye! Open fire! Rev the engines!
Ya, bisa aja sih. Jalan itu.
Rise with the sun!
Wah, banyak.
We just got word from Yelan. Looks like she managed to track down.
Burn it down!
Gampang. Ush.
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Let me just be sure of one thing. We're dealing with someone who has extreme...
Absolutely. You just need to trust us. Yeah, we've got this.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I still thought you could use some backup. So, I chose a few promising young Spina members to help out.
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Wait!
Ayo.
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed. It's for your own safety.
We know. It's just... Do you really think Uncle Ashvapati is working for the...
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be speculation.
He's been gone for 2 days now, and he just left us here. But if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too. Wouldn't that...
That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and selling weapons. Doesn't mean they're necessarily all bad people.
Really?
The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past, the real question we need to ask is why. There's a lot we need to know before we can judge a person. In Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place just to make sure we get the right answer to that question.
Yeah.
Why would... How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss Yelan promise to bring your uncle back safe and sound. Then you can ask him yourselves.
Thanks, miss.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable. Isn't it a bit early? It's all right. We're prepared for whatever we might.
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep. After all, when the children get their answer, it will shape their understanding of...
Then, let's all do our part to make sure this ends as well as it possibly...
Oh, jauh juga, Cok. Tengah.
Stop right there!
Oh.
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead. Search the area.
Strange.
Wait!
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make...
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security fee.
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession?
Oh!
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. Which begs the question, why would he unlock the ballista's feature?
That's a question for another time. These records look suspiciously familiar.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very...
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were always careful never to leave a trail leading back to them. The one time they slipped up, it broke the case wide open. We found a cargo manifest left behind at the scene.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the records left behind by Ashvapati.
So, he's the guy that slipped up back then?
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all. How does the same clue get left behind at two separate scenes and picked up by two separate law enforcement agencies?
No. Almost like he led us here on purpose.
Hey! There's a letter!
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found.
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I anticipated.
Let's keep going. We can...
This situation seems more complicated than we imagined.
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Nodcry, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his trail.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, he's still our best lead. That would seem to be our last...
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing, you certainly live up to your reputation. Within a single day, you were able to eliminate over half of the gang. I doubt my secret. I'm just glad I...
Loh.
Hello?
Loh. Udah siap dia.
It all started with a Kashara War researcher, expelled from the academia for violating a taboo. He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert, it wasn't...
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert. No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for... You got somewhere...
Not really.
Now you're talking like desert folk.
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our what? Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it.
All I know is... weapons.
Weapons?
Yeah. I love studying them. I believe the essence of Kashara War research is embodied in weaponry. And the pursuit of this kind of technology is what pushes the world forward. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all kinds of weapons. So I might have borrowed a few sensitive techs without permission, but you see the vision, right?
The academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son.
I can help upgrade your weaponry.
True, weapons are essential to life here, but when it comes to protecting the people here, this scimitar in my hand is more than enough.
Overkill.
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms plus we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps us avoid conflict with other bands of error. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have to fight off other desert. There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but Behind a lot of them lies too much.
I see. Guess I could...
I've heard you Kasharawa scholars are handy with all...
You mean, like... toys?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll give them something to do.
All right, then. And just like that, a Kasharawar scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the... It got boring from time to time. But all in all, those days were... Looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people showed up. Don't rush me. These materials are...
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back.
Send the gem? It has been a while.
Well, we have a right to this oasis, too. You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone... Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place too long around here, and it might just be your grave. You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the oasis wouldn't even exist anymore. You gave up your right to be here a long time ago.
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us, but got kicked out. I bet they're only crawling back to us now because they've got nowhere else to go.
Chief, should we drive him off? I'd like to see you try. I'm warning you.
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big. All that matters is keeping the people here safe.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. Just Kaim was at being the... And so, normal life continued. Much unchanged. Well, mostly. I often found myself flipping through my collection of blueprints and sketches. The ruin drakes, scattered around Sumeru, were of particular interest to me. As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology within those mechanisms. But I was able to design a kind of lure to bait them into attacking a specific target. In effect, somehow, the new arrivals at the Oasis must have caught wind of it.
Hope you don't mind me asking, but is that a weapon?
I do mind, actually.
Rumor is you used to be a researcher at the Academia.
What do you want?
I want to team up. The rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the Academia, they don't exist in the desert. You could take this research to the... But what if you had access to the right funds and material?
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get you what you need. In return, all you gotta do is bring this sketch to life. We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right product.
But you want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I earn enough mora from these people to fund...
I don't know.
I understand what you're worried about, but listen, it won't come back to bite the people here. These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on. Their biggest enemy is the weather.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here.
Well, it's your choice. But it could be the last meaningful choice you ever get in life. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your academic ambitions?
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased our prices. What about it?
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say.
Cash is king. That's just business.
Cash is king.
Fine.
I'm done.
What are you talking about?
I know what the weapons have been used for, and...
An accomplice? Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each other's throats with or without our weapons.
Can't you sell more than just weapons? Surely this can't be all the Eremites are interested in.
If you want to make the big mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And that right there...
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway. If you want out so bad, have it your...
Whoosh. What was that?
Oh iya, dibakar. Wahai.
No. Kaem was it.
Ini bocahnya disamatin kan dia.
How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past, but Kaem was that drove them off. Guess his enemies have been holding a grudge this whole time.
You sold weapons to his enemies. But he took you in when you had nowhere to turn. You owe him your life. Why would you do this?
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price. That's what.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first time Senegem and his men. I didn't chase after them or try to hold them accountable. But once the weapons I designed were turned against us in the end, despite all the burning tents I rushed into, and now you know the full account of my crimes. I've been raising them ever since, while attempting to hunt down the men who made them orphans in the first place. This confession is for the kids to read, too. So, I know I'm in no position to make requests, but please, help back then. I failed to...
Jeez. If this is true...
He's after the same target as us. And he's out for revenge.
He even lured us to Nodcry to help him get it.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now. If I'm right...
Then we need to find him ASAP! It sounds like he's about to do something super dangerous!
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep. There are still many other conspirators we need to track down.
Kita kemana?
Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to spring the trap that we set up.
Oh, snap! He's not working for them!
The meeting will be happening anytime.
Wah, jauhnya. Jalan-jalan. Duh, masih ada dia.
Ashvapati.
Hello.
It's been a while, Senegem. Over a decade at least.
How did you find this place?
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup point still hasn't changed. All I had to do was pose as your point of contact.
Useless bunch of idiots.
Oh, I think that might take a while. The Fontaine and Liyue authorities have your men locked down tight.
No. There's no way the cops could have known we'd be here.
Unless, of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues, leading them straight to the... If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation, I doubt I would have been able to lure you here.
So now what? You gonna turn...
No. The authorities can have your men.
Oh,
but you're mine.
Is that Fatui tech? Looks like your skills are as good as ever. Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all these years, but it looks like you still got it. If you want back in, we can work something out.
After everything that happened, what makes you think I would want back in?
Because what's the alternative? You're not here for revenge, are you? After Kaem Wazet took you in, you really convinced yourself you were... What you should have learned is that banking on loyalty and belonging is a losing hand. Better to cash out before you're in the hole. In the desert, my people live by one rule and one rule... Just look at me. When there's more to be earned in the desert, I'm a desert folk.
When the opportunities in Fontaine are sweeter, I'm a Fontanian.
You think everyone is as much of a lowlife as you?
A lowlife? There's nothing Mora can't buy, Ashvapati. That includes prestige.
Yes. Yang biasa pakai
You're
demi
talking
duit,
to a renowned
demi duit.
Fontanian philanthropist who lives in the Vasari Passage and spends his days going from one grand banquet to the next.
Are you done?
Clearly there's no reasoning with you, but if you want me dead so bad, why'd you come to face me alone?
Don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with.
Wah, udah ballistic antar negara kah? Walau
Are you crazy?
USSR.
If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive.
Yes, that's the plan. It's high time.
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this barrier.
Hold it right there, all of you. Otherwise, I've got enough firepower to go around, too.
The Maison Gardiennage.
Ayo, kumpul semua.
You got here sooner than I expected.
Hey! What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news.
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will face the judgment of the
Fontanian justice is too
stubborn fool.
I don't deserve them.
What is it you feel you need to atone?
You're from Liyue, right? Your ancestors were the first people to... Surely. It's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. I hear that it's... But me? I chose to use my research skills to create weapons of war that brought death to countless...
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day and age.
What?
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. They needed something a little more powerful than usual for purging evil forces. Over time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames, and the beasts retreated into the mountains. That's when people started repurposing fireworks for The peace we enjoy today isn't because we chose to make toys instead of weapons. The weapons are what secured us the peace in the first place. Only then did we have the luxury of choosing to turn them into toys instead. It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people are as bent on destruction as the evil forces and beasts face...
Time is running out. Please. Leave while you still...
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way of repurposing these ballistas.
Wih, ini lagi dia. So. Boleh. Oh, gak bisa kamu budget tadi.
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
Wow. Wis kapal coy. Ding. Wih, mau masak ini dia lagi coy. Oh, what the fuck, mau ngancurin koran deh.
Captain, we're in position.
Prepare to
On my signal!
Shoot ballistic aja.
Fire!
Nggak mati dia. Tapi nggak ada minusnya. Nah ini kenapa ternyata itu adalah kembang api sih?
Fireworks show. Oh.
Recording mode on.
Has this always been part of the show?
Emang gue ada cara itu. Terus tiba-tiba berkelanjutan gitu kembang apinya. Gerak dia.
No funny business.
No funny business.
I never imagined the Guizhong ballista could be used for something so beautiful.
Aku sih kebayang.
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions, it would be a big help to our investigation.
Of course. You'll have my full cooperation.
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure a case like yours would have Fontaine's top league. As for these arms dealers, though, I can confidently say that none of them will be getting... I know. There's no sentence the court can give them that will satisfy you. But at least the trial will be a public declaration of their crimes, considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to a revenge killing with no one left behind to tell the story. This looks more like real justice.
Wish. Selesai deh.
What do you think they did with Ashvapati in the end? Let's go ask them for an update.
Ketemu dong. Cepet ya, orangnya.
Great! Everyone's in one...
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining questions to rest here and now. The Voynich Guild won't be responsible for any disputes remaining after this meeting.
Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots. And with the arms dealing operation closed down, I've achieved my strategic objective.
I appreciate your flexibility. I'll need all of them in my custody to process for you.
Kamu.
Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of the Curatorium might raise some objections if I insisted on bringing...
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy a certain signboard in Nasha Town.
Is that an official confession, officer?
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against Ashvapati. He stays here, and in return, you don't seek damages for the signboard.
Deal.
Huh. That went surprisingly smoothly.
Uncle Ashvapati,
They told us the whole story. Everything you've done. Even so, we still want you as our uncle.
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some weapons for your own. The way I see it, your crime wasn't the weapons research itself. It was failing to use that knowledge sensibly, to protect the ones you cared about.
Yeah.
Well then, what are you waiting for? The chance to atone for real is staring you right in the face.
Children. From now on, I will protect you with my...
Traveler, Yelan. On behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both.
I have plenty of other business to attend to, so it's probably about time I... Looks like you're...
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me, I still have a lot to answer.
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything. I actually consider the desert my home too, so I was interested to learn who the real Ashvapati was. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is. Granted, the final chapter caused us a fair amount of trouble. But hey, sometimes that's the price you pay for a good...
Are you...
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the... I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the desert.
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as I can remember. But your story offers a glimpse of a different way of life. The Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was. With Lesser Lord Kusanali at the helm, who knows where the possibilities end? Maybe you could rebuild the home these kids...
I'm flattered, really. But that was a lifetime. Sure. We could put up a few tents and call it a set.
Where there's Mora, there's always a way. Hello, my dear customer. Why don't you discuss your needs with me?
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right. Say I wanted to buy a hometown for...
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch. Sure can, huh? Ta-da! I present to you one magical gemstone created by none other than the renowned mage Alice Hurst. Simply plant it in the ground and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long, you'll have yourself a fully fledged oasis. And the best...
What the...
Huh.
Sepertinya asli, itu asli banget sih.
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the Nodcry Trade Expo. Turns out it's more than just marketing hyperbole. Still, surely a treasure like this must cost the world.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted on setting the price herself. And she priced it as whatever keeps the kids happy. Needless to say, I could have found far more lucrative options. But alas, none of them would be worth breaking a promise to a mage over.
Whatever keeps the kids happy?
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you three kids earned at the expo? Then you can say you bought back your hometown through nothing but your own hard work. I think that would keep the kids of...
Deal!
Will.
Hooray!
Will. Bernie.
Well, this was a strange turn of events.
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the more memorable trade expos.
Ya, selesai. Oke deh. Udah nih, sisanya. Itu cukup juga lah, bro. Gue berpikir kalau gue ngeliat main game itu semakin apa ya? Gue tuh nggak semakin nggak berani aja. Oke, just whatever gue udah selesai. Terima kasih yang aku biarkan Klepon Kliwon. Gue masih mikir kalau gue mau multi nanti coba.
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough.
Terus, next watching kita